So here's the story. We've already played 4 games of this match. We've each won 2. We've each gone first twice. And the way this is in the division, either of us can neither of us can promote, and it's possible that neither of us demote as well. If I win 1.5 out of 2 games, I guarantee no demotion. If he wins 1 game out of 2, he guarantees no demotion. If I win a half a game or more, then some goofy stuff has to happen for me to demote. Anyway, that's the short version of it. But it kind of depends on one more match that has to be played. Let me adjust the blinds here. I don't want the sun shining in my face. Okay, looks like he's going first. Okay, nothing goofy going on. 4-3 with the states. Let's take a look at the board. Attacks Taxman and Spy. Okay. Trashing Forager. Ooh, that's quite good. Native Village for pseudo trashing, but you've got actual trashing, so I don't see any top deck interaction. Wait, there's Spy with native. Anyway, it's not gonna matter. Village. Well, there's Native Village, and that's it. Draw. You've got Hunting Grounds and Lab. Plus buy is Forager only, and with Highway as your payload, that'll be kind of interesting because you can't increase your deck size with Forager, yeah? Now, there's enough draw here that a Highway-based Megaturn could be a thing. You can do Native Village for a Megaturn, but, there's Lab and Hunting Grounds to get your stuff done, too. Forager with Hunting Grounds, that's something to be considered. Taxman, I just think, doesn't matter at all as an attack. Now, Megaturn doesn't... you have Cellar to get you through if you're not going to go Megaturn. Silk Road for Alt VP. Silk Road and Hunting Grounds is a synergy. You can get a lot of VP cards very quickly. I think draw is more important than thinning in this particular case. Yeah? So the double Forager opening doesn't seem as attractive to me. I'd rather open Forager Silver and start getting lots of good stuff, like labs, highways, and potentially Native Village and Hunting Grounds. But I don't know, you might just want to do all your stuff non-terminal here. I don't know. I think Native Village Hunting Grounds does have a place in this deck. Yeah, so given that Forager is the only plus buy, it means there's some finesse to this board, yeah? So I'm going to open Forager Silver. It's really tough to figure out what to get on your first 5. Highway is just going to be way better than Treasury, so I'm not going to consider Treasury. But, Lab is a really good card. If I'm not going to get more than one Forager to open with, it makes me prefer Lab more. What if I just went double Forager into like lots of highways and then use Native Village Hunting Grounds as, quote, draw, end quote. There could be some interesting endgame situations here. It's been long enough. I'm worried about his connection, but I won't. Not worried about it yet. Not super worried. I assume I'll get like a PM. If something like that happens. Fabulous. Um, uh, okay, so there's a little bit of. I'm looking at the chat. There's a question on which chat to use. I do save all of the chat. You can see both of them. They're tabbed in the multi-Twitch page. Uh, okay. Dear Goko log. I'm going to go ahead and make this game again since he was there. He just timed out and we hadn't made any moves yet. I should probably just close the chat just in case. I didn't see any strategy stuff, but I don't want the temptation. And oh, I have to make the deck. No. My decks. Ugh. Okay. Okay, and I'm going first this game, so I have to mark that down. Um, I said I wanted a Forager Silver opening. I still do. Hitting 5 is a priority. Here, I think it's a second Forager, though. And this is awful. Of course, I guess I shouldn't have expected to hit 5 right away. What do I get here on 4? Silver, I think. I think I need a silver. And deck, I hate you. Is it time for a cellar or a native village? I think I like cellar. Native Village just allows me to pick up hunting grounds, but I really don't like that play. I like Cellar much more here. Okay, first 5, it's got to be a highway. It just has to be a highway. I really want to be picking these cards up on spare buys, mostly Native Villages. But Cellar, I'm thinking until I get thin, I can play my key cards more often, which seems like the priority right now. Yeah, I think this is okay. Now, double Native Village. That seems pretty good. And here, is it a highway or is it a lab? I think it's highway. Forge Silver gives me $4, 2 buys. Forge Native Village gives me $5, 2 buys. And it's not really any better. Hex Chat is blinking at me. I don't know why. So we do this, forge a silver, and pick up Hunting Grounds Native Village, or Highway Forager. Sure, I realize this isn't really sustainable. I said I wanted to focus more on draw, and I'm not doing that. On the other hand, I can hit 5 this turn. Theoretically, with enough draw, you really can use Hunting Grounds as a gainer, but it's not like... I mean, we're not there yet, and I don't know if I'm going to be desperate enough to do that. I'm really hoping for a big turn here, like a Hunting Grounds plus Highway turn. Hunting Grounds is really going to help me get off the ground. I want it. I want it. I want it. Yeah, I wonder if I'd be playing this differently if I didn't know for a fact that I'd be mirrored. Well, this isn't that turn. That's for sure. I could forage native village, get a hunting grounds. That seems really weak. I need to get hunting grounds. I think he's thinner than me. No, we're roughly the same, yeah. 6, 7 cards plus 7 here in the deck. What do we get? Hunting grounds and native village, okay. I'd really like to see a native village now. Thank you, deck. You're the best. Yeah, we have to pick this up. And I will cellar both of these. Or just one. I'm going to have enough money, I think. Maybe not. What can I draw that would make me sad if I cellared both of these? I've got a highway and, oh, some native villages. Eesh. Yeah, let's keep the silver just to be safe. But now I can get, like, triple hunting grounds, which is, like, really freaking good. Then I will be drawing sufficiently, and then I've got decent pile control as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I've got 3 native villages. 3 native villages? 2 native villages? I think I just have 2, and I still think triple hunting grounds is the right move at this very moment. I already have to be worried about 3 pile endings. But triple hunting grounds gives me the control over that. Or is it... yeah, that's the play. I would say the fact that I just bought 3 hunting grounds puts me ahead. He just dead drew. I mean, that's something you really don't want to do in this deck. And I need to be very, very, very careful with my buys. I need to be thinking 2 or 3 turns ahead. I need to be keeping extremely close track of what his deck is capable of. I want to know how many native villages we both have. I want to know everything. We split highways, 5 each. He drew his deck minus 3 cards, which, you know, given the right combination, he's potentially drawing his deck at this point. Okay, let's see if we can kick off this turn. Good. Native village. Give me another native village. Well, I'm guaranteed that. Fine. Let's pick up. That is a text. Just want to make sure that's not important for my fiance. Okay. It's not something I immediately have to deal with. Okay, I need to think very, very carefully right now. 5 highways in play, I can have 4 buys if I really want it. I can trash silver, copper, cellar. Hold on. Okay. I can have, and that gives me $6 and 4 buys. That means I can have almost anything I want. I mean, I can't quad province, but you know. Other options, get more hunting grounds. Now the thing is, like, estates as a pile, I should just consider them empty. What I really want is to be able to force a win, yeah. He only has 2 foragers, and I have 3, which gives me ever so slightly more pile control than him. And that's what I need to press. I need to leave the piles in a state where I can empty them and he can't. So what does that mean? Assuming I draw my deck next turn, which I should. There's no reason why I wouldn't be able to, which means I'm not trashing this cellar. Well, I'll buy it back after I trash it. I've got 4 buys. He's only got 3. That means once the estates are dunzos, uh, which I need to trash 3 hunting grounds effectively to do that, then I need to have 4 foragers in the pile. So I think another forager. Oh yeah, I get another forager and I get more flexibility. So I'm going to buy 1 forager, 1 cellar, and probably some labs and maybe a hunting grounds. Yeah. Forage everything but the hunting grounds. Lab, forager, cellar, hunting grounds. I should be able to draw my deck next turn. Forage 3 hunting grounds. And buy the other things. That's the game plan, and he can't end it on piles before I can do that. If he goes max green, then I've still got other options. But that's the plan. So we'll do this. Okay, I got my cellar in my hand, and I have good. I should install here. Just a second. Sorry, I have a guest who just brought some chicken over that smells pretty good. You may know her from previous streams. Witty commentary. Okay, what's this? He didn't draw his deck. He has no cards on his native village mat. Oh yeah, this is no bueno for you. If I draw my deck, I should win this turn. And a forager. I think so. That smells like desperation to me because I mean his only chance to win right is if I stall. He has to let the piles get this low. So we need to find a native village. So we're gonna cellar everything except for 1 hunting grounds, or do I cellar the hunting grounds as well? What's in here? How many hunting grounds do I have? I have 4. I'm going to draw 4 out of 10 cards. I don't feel comfortable. If I draw 1 without the other, well, I don't really have 10 cards. 3 of them are highways. So I really have 7 cards. If I draw 4 of them, what are the odds that I don't draw 1 of each? And is that more or less than if I draw 3 and 2 cards? 3 and hoping to get 1 of 2 cards is easy. That's 75%. The other one is 3 out of 7 and hoping to draw more than 1. Okay, that can't be as good. So we're not going to cellar the other hunting grounds. Okay, oh, I have a lab. Duh. Okay, we should be fine now. Okay, let's just play some more action cards. Okay, deck equals drawn. This is the same calculation, right? I can pile estates, and God, I'm so smart that I got that lab last turn. Oh man, I'm amazing. Anyway, I can pile estates by trashing 3 hunting grounds, and then foragers cost 0, and I'll have enough buys. So yes, that's the plan. We do this. I've never actually done this in the end game and won the game. I've just had it done to me. So this is incredibly satisfying for me. And first player advantage, who knows how much that came into this. But yeah, lowest pile is hunting grounds. I can afford that. So we buy these. And that's 3 piles. So now we just buy some green.
That's convincing.
It came down to first player advantage. Okay, grab the game log. Paste game log. He has to go first next game. Anyway, I'm not ready to play another game while smelling this chicken, not having eaten it. So can I like have a bite
Here,
at
take one.
least? By the way, thanks for being awesome.
For the record, I apologize if these are undercooked, so you may want to actually pull it apart before biting into it.
There's good char on the outside. A little bit of a kick. What are you using for that?
That's the jerk sauce.
All right, I wanted to taste your jerk sauce. You did this on your grill?
Mm-hmm.
This is the first thing you've ever cooked on that grill?
I didn't have a propane tank until like 5 p.m. No, 6 p.m.
This is... Shouldn't have timed out. I had first player. You know, you gave yourself the best chance by skewering it. I have to tell you, the caramelization, the flavor that comes from that is really working well with the jerk sauce. How did you cook it before?
I used to cook it on the stove, and I completely agree. It didn't have as good of a taste with it when it wasn't charred on the outside.
Yeah, there are things that you will never cook again unless they're on the grill.
Oh, exactly.
This is quite good. This is very good. Still kind of moist on the inside. Delectable. Did you salt it, or is it jerk sauce only?
Jerk sauce, well, olive oil as well, but